So I want to begin by referencing something that really brings home what's at stake when language and division spiral out of control. During recent violence in Belfast, a list of addresses began circulating on social media. They were the homes across the city that people believed to be houses where migrants were living. When tragedy is used as a backdrop for political point scoring, there are real-life, devastating consequences for real people. I can't imagine how frightening it must have been to be one of those people whose homes were targeted in those days. Now, I brought this motion forward around the anniversary of Joe Cox's death, and I still remember the day that happened and gathering around a screen in the old City Hall and just looking in absolute horror at what the BBC was reporting, that Joe Cox had been murdered by a far-right extremist. It was a moment of shock and sadness for all of us, and one that has stayed with me ever since. And the harrowing reality of online abuse and far-right rhetoric spilling over into real life and the way we speak to one another matters. Politics has always involved disagreement, and it always will. But what feels different now is how often that disagreement becomes more corrosive and more personal. It can start to normalise abuse and intimidation towards elected representatives, and it risks encouraging people to see those they disagree with as enemies. We're already seeing the consequences of that. Abuse and intimidation towards politicians is increasingly common. Social media has intensified it. At the same time, hate crimes against marginalised communities have risen, including here in our city. So at a moment when trust in politics is fragile, those of us in public office have a responsibility to set a tone. I hope members will support this motion and agree that while disagreement is a permanent feature of politics, disrespect and dehumanisation have no place in it, and that we should all champion and stand by the principles of respectful engagement.